you can trust somebody who's playing your favorite song. You feel safe when you hear your favorite song. But not only that, I think it's important for music therapists you have to take good care of people's songs.
We had turkey and pistols carved out of wood. And I dream of her always, even when I don't dream. Her name's on my tongue and her blood's in my stream.
My name is Taylor Kurta. I'm a singer-songwriter, a music therapist, and a PhD student at the University of Waterloo in aging, health, and well-being. I started playing music when I was in grade 9, so I was about 15 years old. I just started high school. I was having a hard time in high school, sort of, just things that teenagers would be going through at that time. And my friend who is a musician currently, and she was playing guitar, and I asked her to teach me how to play guitar, and she taught me. And when I started learning how to play guitar, I realized that I could also sing. I had no idea. I never really sang before. It was always my sister. So that was the time where I really started to discover my voice and my musicianship.
When I was just a baby, Mama told me, son.
When I first started learning guitar, I played a lot of country music. This like soulful sort of country music, and I developed my voice through listening to that music. So currently I have a twang in my voice. But it was after high school when I really started to develop my songwriting skills. And I remember my stepdad told me about this competition through Canada's Walk of Fame about the Emerging Artist Mentorship Prize. And he told me to apply because I've been writing all of these songs, and at the time, I really wanted to go forward with that and do that as my career. So I applied, not thinking anything of it. And then I remember a few months later, I got a call saying that I won this award. It was very surprising. I think that's when it really took off for me. I was, playing in front of the president of Universal and doing interviews and this and that, but I felt sort of this dissonance. And I was in college at the time for music production, and I was introduced to the world of music psychology. And through there, I was talking to one of my teachers, and she told me about music therapy. As soon as she said the word music therapy, something in my brain just clicked, and I knew that that's what I had to do. Going into the program, I always thought I'd be working with kids. And then when I was in the program, we have to do placements, and I was placed in a long-term care home in Waterloo. And I remember the first day of placement, I was watching the music therapist lead a group, and I was just stunned. I've never felt anything like that. And through that experience, I started to find my love for working with older adults because I saw how important music was. When you're using music in a space that has inherently been medicalized, and you interact with people in a way that's not medical, you're using music. So what I was finding is through the model I was using, and I was using a community-based model of music therapy, is that people were creating friendships with people that they normally wouldn't talk to otherwise. There's something very human about singing together. And so I made sure when I was working in long-term care to bring fun to music therapy, because in long-term care, we're in people's homes and they don't need to be medicalized in their homes. And what can we do to help with that? And how can we promote relationships through music? So when I was interning in long-term care, I was introduced to a man named Victor. And I remember walking into his room, and he was sitting there and he said, "Do you like music?" I said, I do like music. He goes, "Well, I love music, so welcome." Wonderful. What type of music do you like? I was asking him, what do you like? What do you resonate with? What music do you connect with? And he looked at me and he said, "Do you know John Prine?" And I said, "Isn't that the guy that wrote Angel from Montgomery?" And he said, "Yes, but so much more." And he asked me to learn a John Prine song called Christmas in Prison. And I'd never heard of this song before. I went home and I listened to it. And I was completely taken aback by the beauty of this song and how you can never hear a song. I've never heard this song before, but I felt immediately connected to it. For its beauty, for the melody, for the words, for the way it was sung, for the way it was played. So I learned it. And then I went back the next week and I played it for him. And what I noticed was it was through playing his favorite song that maybe wasn't a known song. Not many people know of this song. So it was through taking the time to learn that song and playing it for him, we were able to develop a very deep therapeutic relationship very quickly. And I think a reason for that is, number one, I think music inherently does that. You can trust somebody who's playing your favorite song. You feel safe when you hear your favorite song. But not only that, I think it's important for music therapists you have to take good care of people's songs. You can't just learn it and then play it mindlessly. I don't think that that's helpful in developing a therapeutic relationship with somebody. You have to sit there and really learn the music and really take good care of the music. And so I hope that's what I did. And for 2 years, I was working with him. So after I was a student and I was working there full time, I met with him once a week and we played this song every week. Whether he was feeling happy or sad or if he was in pain, we would sing this song. And he told me that the song made him feel connected to the people in his life that he loved so much. And it brought him a lot of comfort. And whenever I would sing the song, he would sit back in his chair and close his eyes and listen. And we would do this every week for 2 years. In the spring, I was told that I got accepted to a PhD program at Waterloo, and because of where that school is, I had to leave my job. So at the time, it was the time in the pandemic where we weren't allowed to go to residence rooms. And I was sitting there and I was thinking to myself, well, how do you say goodbye to somebody that you've worked with for so long, who's completely changed your life, who's taught you so much about music? John Prine has become one of my favorite musicians because of him. How do you say goodbye over the phone? How does that work? And I didn't know what to do. So I called him and I explained to him what was going on and that I got accepted to this program. And I thanked him for everything that he's taught me. He's taught me so much. And he thanked me and he said, your music has helped me come to peace with where I am in my life. Thank you. And then he asked me if I had heard about John Prine, who died earlier from COVID. And I said, I did. And I was thinking about you when I heard that. He goes, yeah, such a shame. And I'm so glad that we were able to listen to his music together and to sing his music together. And, we talked back and forth in that conversation. And it was very difficult to say goodbye to somebody that you work so closely with and you learned so much from over the phone. And then you say goodbye and you put down the phone and that's it. That's the end of this relationship. I've never had to do that before. It was a very strange time where you're not able to say goodbye to people in person. And I went home that night and I went to a bonfire with some friends. And I was sitting there and I was feeling very sad. I'm going to say sad because I was sad. And I asked the people, my friends, I said, have you ever heard of John Prine? And one of my friends looked at me and said, isn't that the guy that wrote Angel from Montgomery? And I looked at her and I said, yep, and so much more.
It was Christmas in prison and the food was real good. We had turkey and pistols carved out of wood. And I dream of her always, even when I don't dream. Her name's on my tongue and her blood's in my stream. Wait a while, eternity. Oh, Mother Nature's got nothing on me. Come to me, run to me, come to me now. We'll roll in my sweetheart, we're flowing by God. chess game with someone I admire on picnic in the rain after a prairie fire. Her heart is as big as this whole goddamn jail. She's sweeter than saccharin at a drugstore sale. Wait a while, eternity. Oh, Mother Nature's got nothing on me. Come to me, run to me, come to me now. We'll roll in my sweetheart, flowing by God. The big light in the search yard swings around with a gun, like stars in the snowflakes, like dust in the sun. It's Christmas in prison, there'll be music tonight. I'll probably get homesick, I love you, good night. Wait a while, eternity. Oh, Mother Nature's got nothing on me. Come to me, run to me, come to me now. We'll roll in my sweetheart, flowing by God. When I was a child, my family would travel down to western Kentucky, where my parents were born. There's an old backward town that's remembered so many times that my memories are worn. Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, by the Green River where paradise lay? I'm sorry, my son, you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's gold train sold it away. Sometimes we travel straight down the Green River to the abandoned old prison down by Adrian Hill, where the air smelled like snakes and we shoot without pistols, but empty pop bottles was all we would kill. Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? I'm sorry, my son, you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's gold train sold it away. Company came with the world's largest shovel, and they tortured the timber and stripped all the land. They dug for their gold till the land was forsaken. They tore it all down as the progress of man. Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, by the Green River where paradise lay? I'm sorry, my son, you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's gold train sold it away. Let my ashes flow down the Green River. Let my soul roll on up to the Rochester Dam. I'll be halfway to heaven with a paradise waiting just 5 miles away from wherever I am. Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, by the Green River where paradise lay? I'm sorry, my son, you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's gold train sold it away. Wait a while, eternity. Oh, Mother Nature's got nothing on